Alright, hey friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a new video. And I'm gonna do a reaction video to this gym lifting slave here. His name is Ross Newham. I just came across this video, and I thought I would make a video about it. It's quite interesting. You're gonna have a good laugh. So this guy, Ross Newham, says, "Now I know why old school bodybuilders had huge arms. Old school bodybuilders are not bodybuilders. They're drug addicts. They take drugs and they fake it. So I don't know what he's talking about."
Be patient with yourself now. Be patient. It'll come up. That's it. Perfect. No. Come on.
This clip shows us the late Larry Scott taking a very young...
Off the bat, he showed a guy called Larry Scott, a drug addict, who injects steroids in his body, creating an artificial look, which is not really even based on real bodybuilding. Real bodybuilding is not about going on a stage and looking pretty. Real bodybuilding will not make you pretty, and I'll prove it in this video. And he actually proves it too, because he's really stupid.
Francis Benfato through one of his legendary arm circuits. And at the end of the video clip...
You want to know why they look like that? Whatever your name is, Ross? Because they took steroids. If you want to look like them, you're going to have to take what they did. Steroids. You understand me? Because they don't bodybuild. You understand? They may lift weights, but that doesn't mean anything.
We're going to hear perhaps one of the most important pieces of advice pertaining to muscle building that we're likely to ever hear.
Really? We're gonna hear advice potentially that we've never heard before. Oh, okay.
Be patient. It will come up, Francis.
Yeah.
Good.
I love this. Be patient. It will come up, Francis. It'll eventually make it to the top. It'll be nice and short. It'll make your muscles nice and short. Even though there's nothing going on, they're shortening it, pumping it. Ass cheek squeezing is what I call it, but okay. Whatever, man. This is funny.
All right,
Oh
I want you to get a weight.
He's already done. He just squeezed his muscles. He ass cheek squeezed them, and he's done.
Not this time. When you do that, get a weight that you can
You know
stand.
why? Because it's exhausting running up a stairwell, but it's a lot easier running down a stairwell, isn't it? What do you think you get when you run down a stairwell as opposed to running up a stairwell?
Barely make 6 reps. But it's excruciating agony.
Do you know how much fuel it takes to leave this planet in a rocket? You want to know why it's so difficult to go against gravity and trying to leave the planet, and you got to use all this fuel, and there's G-forces? Think about that for a second. It's exhausting.
That's the key to that thing growing.
That is such a valuable tip for muscle building.
Yeah.
We consistently need to seek out those really difficult reps at the end of the set where the tempo unintentionally
Oh, we do we? Oh, okay.
slows.
Yeah.
And your muscle is in absolute agony whilst you attempt to complete the rep.
See, it's an absolute agony when you ass cheek squeeze your muscles. You understand me, man?
If we can seek those reps out and have the patience during a set to endure
Oh,
that,
look how hard it is to get up to the top. I like how he's bending back. Oh, yeah,
and
that's
get
it.
to that point,
And I made it.
every exercise that you do, every set that you do, every workout,
Sure, yeah.
for weeks and months and years on
Weeks
end,
and months,
then
yes.
we're going to grow muscle and we're going to develop.
Yes, you're gonna grow muscle weeks and what did he say? Fucking days, or who the fuck knows what he's talking about? Ass cheek squeezing these muscles. Yeah, okay.
Fantastic physique.
Yeah.
It's that.
A fantastic physique. Okay, Ross, let's see your physique. I can't wait to see this. This is gonna be hilarious.
Piece of advice there that's going to make likely
Yes.
the biggest difference in your ability to build muscle
Well,
mass.
that's not you there, but that's not you, Ross, there on the left. That's some other dude.
And I've said this so many
He took some steroids.
times. The intensity is so important.
Now let's see what natural people look like.
The late Larry Scott, unfortunately, no longer with us.
Yeah.
Predominantly competed in the 1960s. Once
Well, I know why he's not with us, because he took drugs. The drugs just killed him, that's why.
two Mr. Olympia contests.
Short his
But was
lifespan.
most famous for his fantastic aesthetic physique and his impressive
Yes, his impressive, fantastic, aesthetic, drug-induced physique, fake physique.
Arm development, top to bottom, some of
Yeah,
the best arms ever, no doubt about it.
Sure.
Bicep, tricep, and forearms.
No bodybuilder looks like that on the face of this planet. That is a drug addict you're looking at, Ross. I don't know what you're trying to say here exactly.
And, you know, in my opinion, the physiques looked a lot more aesthetic back then. The silver.
I love this. They looked more aesthetic back then. I don't know what you're talking. Aesthetic. Aesthetic, you know what that is? There's these people trying to copy that. They say aesthetic means low body fat. That's all it really means, low body fat. The people today, they're just a lot bigger because they've increased the sarcoplasm. They've expanded it a lot bigger.
Golden ages of bodybuilding. The ratio of arm mass compared to muscle mass on their torso was much higher than it is now. I mean,
No, it wasn't. It was the same. They had just smaller shoulders emphasizing the arms. They kept the shoulders at a certain size so that the arms would be emphasized. That's about it, basically.
people like Nick Walker, for example, have to have 23 to 24 inch arms to look balanced.
Balance. He's just big all over.
If they lose an inch on their arms, their arms look small compared to their gigantic torso. They've got so much muscle mass on their frame that the arms very, very quickly become
Why do you keep saying muscle mass? You have any proof it's muscle mass? It's real muscle?
overshadowed. And I much prefer the arm-dominant physiques of prior generations, personally. And I love this clip because Francis Benfato, obviously a very impressive bodybuilder, even back then as a youngster, so humble, so willing to learn.
This guy's so infatuated with like drug addicts. It's insane. Yes, I mean, the drugs, they definitely create a temporary this artificial temporary fake physique. It's great on drugs. But like I said, Ross, if you want that, then you're going to have to take drugs. Go watch Dr. What's his name? I forget his name now. That doctor guy, the steroid doctor. I forgot his name now. Go watch his channel, man. He talks about steroids all day long, whatever.
From the master, and then, you know, years later became an incredible bodybuilder, perhaps one of the most aesthetic physiques of all time. And had very, very...
And then what happened after that? When he stopped taking the drugs?
well-developed arms, and clearly utilised a lot of the tips in this video that we can see to help him amass that kind of muscle tissue in the arms especially. Just as a quick reminder, I do offer online coaching exclusively for natural lifters. So if you
here we go. And then I offer online coaching for those natural lifters, but wait till he shows himself. You're gonna have a good laugh.
Someone that's been training for some time, it feels like they haven't developed the kind of physique that they feel they deserve, given the amount of time and effort that you've spent in the gym. Then check out the description box, because I'm going to help you out with the level of knowledge that I have, the accountability that my coaching provides. We can very quickly fix that and give you the physique that you feel that you deserve. And this is a far cry from some of the antics you'll see on social media these days.
He's going to give you the physique you deserve. Unfortunately, you're not going to get that physique without taking those drugs, if that's the physique that you're looking for.
Where waves of lifters with very little, if any, real-world training experience seem to disregard and argue with lifters that are much more experienced than themselves just because they don't...
Sure. You show a regular dude in the gym lifting here, like kind of overweight. Yeah, okay.
Fit into the current kind of social media trends or popular scientific literature. Now, what I'm going to do next, guys, is showcase...
It's like he's trying to convince you that you're going to look like a steroid guy. Impossible. You're never going to look like somebody on steroids unless you take those steroids too.
Free workouts. We'll show you training in action. One will be for biceps using the preacher bench, and there'll be 2 separate workouts for triceps. The concept behind these sessions has come from a little pamphlet written by Larry Scott called Arms That Stun.
Larry Scott,
And in this book, he outlines 4 arm workouts.
Larry Scott wrote a book of how to build your body. Oh, give me a break, man. Why didn't he just write a book on what steroids he took to create that artificial fake look?
For intermediate to advanced lifters, so guys that are really serious about adding muscle.
I have news for all of you. If you follow Larry Scott's little book, guess what? You ain't gonna look like Larry Scott. And you're not going to look like anything if you follow that book, because it doesn't work in the real world. It only works in his fantasy world, the drug world.
Mass to their arms in general.
Yeah, okay.
And there's some very interesting ideas outlined. The use of giant sets, drops.
Oh, look, that's him. Yeah, okay.
Sets, partials, that kind of stuff.
Partials.
Really, really cool stuff. And personally, I find it fascinating.
Wow, that's the guy right there. He's super fat. He's kind of bulky, but super fat. I would say he's increased the sarcoplasm. So he's trying to tell you that you're going to look like Larry Scott. Does he look like a golden era bodybuilder? Like, because real bodybuilding doesn't make you look like that at all. I know that for a fact. It can make you look big. You can look similar. Like, you have some biceps there and all that. You have this kind of a look when you pose and stuff, but you're not looking like some guy on steroids, dude. No natural person could look like him, and he's proof of that. This just tells you everything right here. And he's trying to convince you that he's gonna help you look like Larry Scott? What the fuck are you talking about? This is ridiculous.
Reading some of these old workouts.
Yes, these old.
So I have
workouts,
tweaked some of the movements to fit me, on a personal kind of comfort level.
Wow, isn't he sexy? Look at those abs, man. Those obliques and everything. Yeah, I mean, that is an aesthetic physique, dude. If I've ever seen one, that is an aesthetic physique, broski. I don't understand these channels. What the fuck? Man, bro, maybe if you were on steroids, okay, and you faked it and you showed everybody, maybe then they would probably be interested, but it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. The steroid people, the fitness people that talk about steroid people, they take steroids themselves, and then they try to convince you that you're going to build a physique like them. Get it? That's the whole point. To fool you, to sucker you, to fish you in. Do you understand me? To buy their programs and their tablets and powders. And even if they admit to taking steroids, they still are going to try to convince you that their testosterone and all that's building the muscle. They will brainwash you into believing they have their perfect cookbook called the Anabolic Fake Book. That's, what's filled with like slave food that's going to create that body and do a bunch of stuff, which in fact, none of that does that. It's the drugs that they take that created that phony, fake, aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, look. See what I mean? It doesn't work in the real world. You can build muscle. You can look a certain way, but you're not going to look like a person on steroids. I'm sorry, dude.
It might be slightly...
I'm sorry to break your bubble, all of you out there. I'm sorry to crush your dreams, but you're never gonna. This is the best you're gonna look, okay? All right. This is the best that natural people. This is what they look like.
More uncomfortable for someone to do a curl in a certain way compared to someone else. The grip might have to change and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the grip.
And I've changed it to help practicality. Some of these circuits are not particularly easy to set up in commercial gyms these days. So how have I mitigated that problem?
I mean, you want to look like him with a bald head, losing his hair and everything. He's filled with estrogen. He's estrogenic too. That's another thing. Estrogen blows you up. These old bodybuilders, I knew them. They used to inject estrogen in them. They used to inject estrogen, bro. I'm not kidding. So that they can blow up even more. His hair is gone because it's estrogenic as well.
And created.
Look at his body fat. It's high. That high body fat, estrogen, the hair falls out. It's all because of the food that he eats, the slave food diet.
That's easy and convenient for me to set up. So you get to see that in a little bit, just a bit of a background as to why I'm training like this now. Why have I changed my training style, at least for...
Why are you training like that? Why have you changed your training? Please elaborate. Yeah, please tell us.
Well, I'm going on holiday in a few weeks, so I just wanted to trim up a little bit. Nothing crazy, just time.
He's going on holiday in a few weeks, and he just wanted to trim up. Man, bro, you're going to have to start a lot earlier than that to try to trim up that body. Man, it's either that or take some drugs and they'll give you a phony, fake, ripped look. Get it? It'd be temporary. You can go on vacation, okay?
Lighten up by losing a few pounds of body fat.
Really?
And I didn't want to have to deal with
losing a few pounds of body fat. I think you got to lose more than that. What are you doing there with that dumbbell? That's not going to do anything. This exercise is ridiculous. It's a waste of time.
Stress of trying to kind of maintain my strength. You know, I didn't want that grind. My training was, you know, going quite well, but it can get a little bit monotonous. So I just wanted to change things up completely while I was dieting. It's a short diet. Now, if I was doing something much longer, more serious, where maybe I was competing, then most of my training.
Dieting. Here we go with the. Oh man, I'm telling you, using your arms, pulling the thing with your arms, not your back.
It would stay the same.
It's an arm workout. The arm pulled and it stops. There's nothing going on in the back. It's all in the arms. Look, watch.
But I think that I would definitely add in.
See the arms go out? Now watch the arms go in
some
again.
Of this arm stuff, because I've had such.
Voila. They go in again, then they go out again.
Great returns from the work that I've done thus far.
And then they go in again.
But yeah, it's just a shortcut. Just fancy mixing up a little bit. Now when I come back,
it's a bicep workout.
From holiday, I'm then in a really good mindset to get back on the grind. The first workout in the Arms That's Done pamphlet features both bicep and tricep work.
I'm sure, yes. That's all I need to know.
Agony, absolute agony. So the first exercise we can see here, the double dumbbell wrists, to make that movement more comfortable. Ideally supinate as much as possible.
He's supinated. He's gonna do some bicep curls. There's a bicep curl growth. Okay, Larry Scott. Oh, preacher curl, giant set for bicep. Oh, Larry Scott curl. First curl, what's this? First tricep superset. See this one.
Impressive. So now moving on to the tricep element of workout one. This is a 2-exercise combo.
It is it?
The movements I've had to change a little bit because they just weren't practical for my gym setup.
Man, and
I'll show you what I've gone for in each bar. It's a short bar.
Plus, see any of this or what? Where is it all? Oh, there we are.
So I can more easily get it into position. So I'm starting it exhausted already.
He's exhausted already because all that concentric lifting. Okay, second tricep superset. Nothing going on here. I don't see anything. Okay.
Movements, overhead extensions, straight bar push downs, and on the V bar it just feels.
I like how straight bar push downs. Pure concentric push downs. Look at him. He's ass cheek squeezing.
More manageable, more comfortable. And since through using it, I've actually found that it.
He's ass cheek squeezing, bro. Let's see what else he has there. This is boring. I'm tired of this shit.
And go again. It's super simple, and the pump that I get from this, guys, is insane.
Yes, the pump that I got from that is insane, mate. Let's see him do this again, because I fucking missed it. I don't know where it is. Here it is.
Straight bar movements, overhead extensions, straight bar push downs, and on the V bar it just feels more.
See, pure concentric. He can't do the eccentric on this. So this guy loads the entire thing and he puts a little weight on there, right? The entire stack, whatever he's got here, because it's kind of flimsy kind of stack of weight here, but whatever. And so what has he got here? Is he wearing a belt with a weight on it? Anyways, so he's just squeezing his fucking triceps. If he was to start in the eccentric, he'd never make it down. He'd never make it down. He probably wouldn't make it at all anywhere. I don't know.
Manageable, more comfortable, and since through using it, I've actually found that it's my preferred choice of attachment now. So you're going to do some heavy push downs now, just because you do.
Why? Because it was weighing your body down because you don't weigh enough to weigh down the weight. Okay, I don't know. I think I seen one old man do that one time. I asked him, "Why are you wearing that? Why are you wearing the weight belt with the chain and putting weights on it?" And he goes, "Because the weights were pulling him up or something. He wanted to pull down more weight, using more body weight." Well, you can't do that. I mean, you could, people do all kinds of stuff. But this is ridiculous. Look at this.
Supersets doesn't mean you need to be training light, guys. You still want it to be heavy. So work up to
Yeah, you want it to be heavy eccentrically, but not concentrically. But whatever, man. This is boring. I don't understand this at all. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But okay, whatever. Huge arms, you say, right? Any more of these videos? Where's the last video? Chasing a good pump. Okay, sensation.
and go again. It's super simple, and the pump that I get from this, guys, is insane. Again, that second movement, whenever you're doing pre-exhaustion or giant sets, your second movement, your third movement is always going to feel a lot better.
Let's see future plans.
So that's my arm workout, guys. At the moment, it's working for me. I have noticed some small increases in size, and I'm not bulking at the moment.
I love it. Bulking, increasing the size, the pump, right away. This is it, everything. Everything tells you sarcoplasmic hypertrophy training. There you go. He didn't say I felt damage, I got sore for days, I got muscle damage, I'm growing myofibrillar growth or anything like that. He said pumps, bulking. He said fucking a bunch of stuff. It's fake. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See how easy it is to tear apart these fake people, these fake gurus. See you in the next one.